Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. So it's been a while, I think, since I've shown this. It's nothing super crazy or anything, but this is how I start my mornings. This cup looks dirty. It's not, it's just water spots. So I take glutathione in liquid form, and I have for many years now, because my body doesn't like to produce this on its own. And glutathione is really important to support your immune system. So it smells like rotten eggs, and I have to take a shot of it, and then I also do a shot of vitamin C. Oh, I just got it on my finger. Try and get every last bit of it. Anyway, so that's it. I don't mix it up or anything. It's really disgusting, but it's just a shot. It goes down and I deal with it. Now, the downside to it is that it does make me kind of nauseous until I eat, and I'm technically not supposed to eat for like 20 minutes. So I just make my breakfast very slowly. But yeah, you do what you gotta do to stay healthy, I guess. So bottoms up. Ugh. Okay. It's gonna be a good day. I bought a facial steamer because I wanted one, and I'm gonna try it. It just came in the mail. So I wanted one for a couple of different reasons. One, for my face, like for my skin. I have very dry skin, and I've read that using a facial steamer can help with certain products. But I also got it mainly for my sinuses. I read that this is one thing that can help with your sinuses. So I'm hoping that this helps in some way. So I mentioned in my last video that I was experiencing some like jaw pain, but it's not going away. It's not getting any better, and it's kind of getting worse in a way. Like the pain itself isn't worse. It's just I'm experiencing it more often. Like it kept me awake in the middle of the night last night, which is never a good thing. And like for me, it's just like this like pressure pain on either side, like right where the joint is. And then like pain just like kind of like radiates up into my head. But it's not like excruciating. It's not like a sharp pain. It's just like this pressure pain, you know? So I've been putting off like doing anything about it, just hoping it would kind of go away, and like making sure that I'm only eating soft foods. And I looked up like certain exercises that are supposed to help. So I've done that, you know, but the fact that it kept me awake last night, I had to do something. So I called my dentist, and now I'm scheduled for tomorrow at 11. So I don't know. I don't know what he's going to be able to do. Is he going to take x-rays? I don't know. Will he be able to tell? Or will this just be a waste of money? Either way, I have an appointment with my PCP Tuesday, and today's Thursday, so I can manage. As long as it doesn't become like an excruciating pain, I'm fine, you know? I would like to be able to sleep, but what can you do? So I have some plants that I think are finally ready to plant. This is a snake plant that I've had for several years, and then for some reason in 2020, it decided to start growing sideways, which I looked up, and it has something to do with like the roots aren't happy. And so I took it all out and like washed off all of the soil and everything, and then put it in water for a couple of months to help promote new root growth, which it has done pretty well. I think it's ready to go into some soil, which is what I'm gonna do. And then from this same snake plant, I took off 2 different leaves, and they each have been growing their own roots, so they're gonna go in their own as well. this is not ready to be planted yet. Then I also have this aloe vera plant, but I think it still needs more time. It hasn't been growing roots as long as the other ones. I do need to change out the water though, but we'll do that later. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, these snake plants with just one little leaf look so funny to me. And I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about plants. I'm just going for it. But yeah, maybe we'll see some growth. She definitely did great growing roots. And this is just so funny looking to me. Hopefully we'll see some new growth. I don't know if I should put this one further down into the dirt, but it's okay. She grew great roots, and we can always do that again if we need to. This one feels really like unstable, but we're optimistic. She looks great. She looks beautiful. She looks perfect, but send her good vibes. Overnight, it rained for like 2 minutes. And just blew a bunch of dust around, and now my car looks like this. I'm gonna have to go get a car wash. But for now, I'm on my way to the dentist. It's so dirty. Okay, I'm at the dentist, and it's really warm today. We had like the warmest day yesterday of the year so far. It got up to like 91, and it's April, so let's go.
I had my fingers crossed for that one. It's been a really long time since Hell Freezes Over tour. Last time I saw them live. And so I remember, you know, when
So I love my dentist. He is really an amazing guy. I've only been seeing him for just over a year. And he's a good guy. So there's nothing how do I say it? Like, there's nothing wrong. I'm obviously experienced discomfort and pain, but there's nothing like wrong with my teeth. It's really just stress related. I have been under a lot of stress the last couple of month or so, which I've already talked about. Just been really stressed about stuff that's, going on with my family and other external forces and all this stuff, and it's just taking a toll on my jaw joint. And he said that the only thing that would help right now is getting a night guard. And getting a night guard from him would run me about $400, which I don't want to do. I'm going to just kind of see how it goes over the next month or so and try and do some home remedies to alleviate the pain. He's like, if it's waking you up in the middle of the night, that you don't want that. And I agree, but I also can't afford $400 for a night guard. And I don't know if buying a night guard at Walgreens, if that's gonna do anything. So managing stress is the most important thing right now. That's where I'm at. I'm also, I did just get an MRI of my head, and I'm waiting for those results. And I am also seeing my PCP on Tuesday, and I'll bring it up to her. Maybe there's something I could do through insurance. I don't really know. So we'll see. But in the meantime, I am just going to, like I said, it's as long as it's not a sharp, excruciating pain, I'm fine. It's just pressure, and it's just will give me a headache, but it's nothing, as long as it's not sharp. I can deal with other kind of pain. It's when it turns sharp that I can't do that. I'm emotional. I'm so emotional right now. a part of me is just upset that I've been so stressed. And I'm learning to like work through that stress, you know? But the reason I'm so grateful for my dentist is that he's just honest, and he didn't charge me for any of this. You know, he didn't charge me to go in and see him for 15 minutes. He's a really good guy, and I feel like he's smart and capable, and it isn't gonna like force me to buy something that I can't afford. he also just tells me straight up. I was like, so is there a possibility that this will turn into something worse if I don't get the night guard right now? He's like, I can't predict the future. I was like, okay. I'm like, but there is a possibility. And he's like, well, yeah, of course. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna go treat myself. I'm gonna go get lunch at my favorite cafe again. That's what I'm gonna do. So something that my dentist said to me as soon as he was done examining my, do I want to wear it? I'm so tired of having hair. I am absolutely so tired of it. I just want to not have any hair. But then sometimes I like having hair, and so that's where my issue comes. That's my one and only issue, is my hair. I'm so happy to be here. It's nice and warm. I love this vibe of this place. I love that I can just sit out here, drink tea, do some journaling. I live for moments like this. These are the moments that make me the happiest. Maybe not the happiest, but happy, content. Blue skies, sunshine. I got into the wrong line because the guy in front of me couldn't figure it out or something, and like several cars went through, and I just sat there until finally I just reversed and got into the other line, and now I'm getting my car washed. It's fine. Today's great. Today is a great day. I've got my doctor's appointment this morning, so let's see how it goes. So you're very quiet, and my volume's up really loud, so I don't know how to fix that.
I'm gonna call you on the phone so we can still see each other, but I'm gonna call you on the phone. I don't know why it does that, and then in order for you to hear me, I have to get like really close to the screen. So it's a little, you know, in the previous visit, like I would get close and they couldn't hear me, so I had to go back and it didn't sense this. So let me call you on the phone. We can still see each other.
Okay.
But we can use like that.
Okay.
Audio.
So for whatever reason, I wasn't able to hear my doctor very well in the appointment, so she had to call me instead of we could still see each other, but we just muted the video and just talked on the phone. So I wasn't able to record the entire, any of the appointment, but I wouldn't have posted most of our discussion anyway, because as of right now, the results of the MRI show that there is something going on with my brain, but my doctor was like literally not able to give me any information about it other than like what it technically is. I mean, she just straight up told me, she's like, I'm not able to explain any of this to you, and so I have to go see like the neurologist who's gonna have better understanding of what it is to explain it to me. So I'm not gonna share any of that until I have better understanding myself. One thing I can share, because it does make sense to me and I do understand, is that I do have a cyst on my pituitary gland, but apparently that's pretty common, you know, according to what I looked up online. Like 1 to 5% of people have one, and they're like benign. They unless it like starts to grow, that could be a problem, but it's small, and apparently that's just something that happens occasionally. Other good news, I don't show any signs of something like MS, which was a concern of mine, but I don't have to worry about that because it doesn't really show it. There are two other things though going on in my brain that I have spent all day Googling, and I still cannot figure out literally anything. None of it makes absolutely any sense to me, so I understand now why my doctor couldn't really explain any of it, and why I need a specialist, a neurologist, to look at it with me. I mean, good news is that there's no like tumor or anything. There's nothing like that. The things that I have looked into though, they just don't make any sense. For someone that's my age, nothing makes sense. So I'm waiting to get my like physical copies of my MRI so that I can then call and make an appointment with a neurologist, or wait for the neurologist to call me to schedule an appointment, because they were supposed to call me within the last 3 weeks and they haven't, but apparently they're really booked up, like backed up right now, which is frustrating but understandable. The other thing, my lumbar spine is really messed up. On one end, you know, I have like mild scoliosis, which is very apparent to me when I'm looking at the lumbar spine MRI, because like there's like curvature of my spine. I'm like, oh, and I could probably, like, I feel like I could have told anyone that without getting an MRI, just by the way my body feels. Like I feel kind of uneven, but it's not severe, it's very mild. But what is going on is that I have a large disc extrusion in my L5 to S1, which is causing a left lateral recessed stenosis. So it's pretty severe, she said. It explains the pain, explains the pins and needles, it explains the weakness I've been feeling in my lower body. And so I am going to be seeing two different like specialists. One is kind of like a more serious, I think, and kind of scary. The other one is more like pain management, which could involve meds, which I don't want, because I'm like, I'm not going to take pain meds. The pain isn't, I mean, I do experience pain, but the pain of my lower back, I feel like I can manage on my own. It's the pins and needles, not being able to sit for more than like 15 minutes at a time, that I struggle with. So like physical therapy, there's a possibility that will help. She also mentioned injections, which I don't really know anything about. And again, I probably shouldn't even say anything publicly online because people really love to have opinions, and that's just annoying. For the record, I'm not asking for any opinions or suggestions in what to do, because you're not me, you're not my doctor, and I'm just sharing my life right now because this is fun to do. This is a hobby. So I hope that's clear. And when I do have more information about the brain MRI, I will, you know, vlog about that too. But as of right now, I don't have anything to say because none of it makes any sense to me, and my doctor wasn't able to explain it to me. My blood work was a little weird. There were like 3 different things that were slightly elevated, and from my understanding of what she said is like this can sometimes happen with the extraction of the blood. Like it happens because of the way that the blood was taken out. She's like, did they have any issues taking your blood out? And I was like, no. I mean, I still have a little bit of a bruise, and it's been over a week, but I bruise easy anyway. So I don't know. She's gonna have me retest in like 3 months. It's nothing to be concerned with right now, but she's gonna have me retest. So yeah, those are my MRI results. Nothing definitive. I mean, aside from like the lumbar, there's just more waiting. Good news is I have not been in as much pain with my jaw. I've tried to be really conscious about clenching. I also took my anti-anxiety med today, which also helps like loosen stuff up. So that probably has something to do with it now that I'm thinking about it. But hey, if it helps, I don't mind taking it at all. So yeah, that's it. I did not expect the brain MRI to come back with something. I really did not expect that at all. The lumbar spine makes sense. It totally makes sense, and it's a concern, but I'm not as concerned about it. I feel like that's so much more manageable than having something in my brain that I can't even get information on. You know what I mean? So anyway, thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I will be sure to update when I have updates, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, keep working and keep doing all my hobbies and stuff, and hopefully get this stuff squared away. I have so many appointments I need to make, and getting a hold of my MRI, like a physical copy of my MRIs, I tried to do that today and was unsuccessful, so I'm still waiting to hear back from that place. I might just drop in tomorrow if I don't hear from them and be like, give me, please, so that I can make an appointment with a neurology, because who knows how long it's going to take, like when the next availability is. So my doctor did say that she put in a second referral and put it as like stat, so it's gonna be fine. Whatever it is, it's gonna be fine. And this is life. It's just life, you know? It could be worse. It could be so much worse. I could have gotten news today that I have like an inoperable brain tumor. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, it's fine. I'm fine. And it'll be okay. I feel better about it now. Like, it's been several hours. It's like after 5 right now. My appointment was earlier this morning, so I've had all day, and I feel fine. I actually feel better today, right now in this moment, than I have in weeks, because now at least I have some information, I guess. And I feel like I'm headed in a direction to feel better. So like I said, thank you for coming along with me on this journey. I hope you are all well. I hope you're doing great. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Real quick before I say goodbye, I did just get a call. Well, actually, no, I called the neurologist to schedule an appointment, and I am not able to be seen until June 22nd. So I've got a long while to wait, though time is flying by so fast, let's be real. And I am still waiting on a call from the neurosurgery and pain management for my back. So I am grateful to have access to this. I am grateful that I now have a date set. I am grateful that I am otherwise fine. You know, I don't, like, I'm in pain, like my back hurts, and I have, you know, pins and needles and stuff from if I sit too long or anything like that, but I'm okay. And as far as the stuff in my brain, I wouldn't have even known there was anything going on had I not had the MRI, so just why worry about it? I will continue to do research on it and maybe eventually make sense of it. Who knows? But yeah, otherwise I just gotta wait. But it's April now. It's like 2.5 months away. We can do it. We'll be fine. There's other stuff going on, so okay, bye.